I mean, this kid, he's already proven he has the heart, he has the skills. Now he's got a tough fight against Jideofor.
And he was saying he thinks that a lot of people are afraid in a way to step up and fight Jideofor Ojukwu. Ojukwu is 1-1 at light heavyweight. Big win over Ron Marshall. Took a loss a few months ago, but he's a physical specimen, a dominant grappler. And Ariel Nunez actually grappled him back in 2016 in a grappling match. Lost on points 3-0. But he said, listen, I'm not afraid of anybody at this 185-pound division. It's wide open. You guys have said it on Table Titans time and time again. There hasn't been a champion at the amateur ranks in I don't know how many years. He's looking to be the next amateur middleweight champion, and he's got to get through a very tough opponent tonight to do so.
Yeah, and Ariel's definitely, he's here every time he comes. He's here to make a statement. He wants to play the part. He wants to be the guy. He wants to be the guy everybody talks about.
And he's fighting out of the UFC gym with his coach Tyler King in his corner. Tyler King is experienced as a New England heavyweight as we've ever seen. He's got a great team behind him. And look at him, he's amped up.
He's not even in the cage yet.
He was amped up yesterday. I could barely do my job yesterday just because he was just so ecstatic to be there at the weigh-ins. He's like, I can't wait to show my skills again. He loves this game. He loves this fight game. And the excitement that he's had since August, since his win against Nick Smith, coming to a peak tonight.
Best dressed too.
Behind me, that is.
Oh.
He even admitted it. No, he's one of the nicest fighters that I've had the pleasure of meeting since commentating here. Brimming with confidence. Tons of skill and hype behind this young gentleman. Somersaults into that cage, and he's ready to go. But he's got to go through Duke to climb up the ranks at 185. Jideofor Ojukwu out of South Shore Sport Fighting. An extremely durable purple belt. He's got the frame of a superhero. One of the most athletically built people I've seen in my life.
Wow. Look at the frame on that guy. He looks like a superhero.
He truly does. Jideofor Ojukwu.
He's like, you ever see those, like when you go to like Dick's Sporting Goods and you see the mannequins of the Under Armour mannequins and they're like just shredded?
Yeah,
you're like, those aren't real guys like that. Well, we found one.
Yeah. I can't even argue that right now.
Right? Is that not what he looks like?
You could put him in a suit and have him in a display window and scare people like that. Everyone would buy him as a mannequin. Yeah. Nobody would know it's a real person.
Yep.
But seriously, his fight against Ron Marshall was a 3-round battle. Ron Marshall, now a professional light heavyweight. He's been around a long time. And Ron Marshall's built like a bear, and Jideofor Ojukwu was able to handle him in the clinch, picking him up, and bringing him around.
And they're both down. This is at 85 now, right?
Yes, and this is his first fight at middleweight, so we'll see what kind of adjustments he makes with the weight cut. The beautiful Shy is signaling round one as Harry Jones makes this middleweight bout official.
Our next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, 185-pound amateur middleweight matchup set for 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing first, in the red corner, he has an amateur record of 1-1. He's representing the UFC gym. Give it up for Ariel Nunez! His opponent, in the blue corner, also with an amateur record of 1-1. He represents South Shore Sport Fighting. Give it up for Jideofor, the Duke Ojukwu.
Ariel Nunez in the black trunks with the red lines. Jideofor Ojukwu in the red trunks with the black line.
Look at that stare off.
Oh, I'm getting
These
the
guys
goosebumps.
are ready to go.
Getting
we got
the
big guys
goosebumps.
ready to go.
This amateur middleweight division wide open, looking for a champion,
Ooh,
and they come out
right
swinging
away.
early. Ojukwu looking for that
Knees.
clinch.
Big punches
Short
here from
punches
both
for
guys.
Nunez, moving backwards.
Ojukwu looking for the takedown.
And on a deep single leg attempt, Nunez looking for that underhook, trying to fight the wrist here from Ojukwu. Looks like Ariel Nunez landed some good punches in that exchange, especially
He did.
moving backwards, planting and throwing short hooks. There's a big takedown for Ojukwu.
Big takedown for
Immediately into full guard,
But we know Ariel is dangerous off his back.
and he's not going to quit. Ojukwu, though, a powerful man to have on top. Trying to posture up, stack the high guard. Pinned up against the cage. Nunez doesn't seem to look to wall walk. Instead, look to throw the legs up and try and trap an arm.
Duke landed some punches there on top.
And he's got that head can opened right there. He's scooping the head and trying to land punches while he's bringing the head up. That left hand scooping the back of the head. Creates a little pressure on that neck to open up the guard a little bit. He opens up the guard, looking to pass to no avail. Back to full guard for Nunez. Good job with the hand fighting from Ariel Nunez to parry these punches as they come in so he doesn't get hit with the bombs that Ojukwu's trying to posture up and throw. Well, there, a couple laying there.
Ooh, those are some big ones.
Looks to isolate an arm.
Yeah, see if
Ojukwu
we
recognizes it.
Oh,
He doesn't recognize it. That's a deep armbar attempt and a big slam. Gets him out of that armbar attempt.
That was a quick armbar there by Ariel.
And I thought Ojukwu recognized that and scooped out, but then Ariel Nunez scoops the leg under and switches the hips back. A beautiful, beautiful.
Ojukwu's got to be
armbar
careful
attempt.
throwing those punches so recklessly.
We know Ariel Nunez is active off of his back. And that triangle, he's
Look
diving
at that.
around again.
Is he constantly attacking with those legs?
But the arm is out, the elbow's back, past the
And
hips.
Duke hasn't really been able to pass at all yet. But big punches here.
Punches in short range with short time left. And Jideofor Ojukwu lands on top for the majority of that round.
Yeah.
Quick striking exchange early. Ojukwu coming in, firing. Nunez doing an effective job moving backwards and landing powerful shots. But then once he got taken down, he was unable to get back to his feet. Able to throw out some effective submission attempts, keep Ojukwu on the defensive a little bit, even though he was on top, but dominant in the control time.
Right. Yeah, and Ariel came out swinging. Duke got the takedown, was able to land some big punches. Interesting round for both guys, because, I mean, Ariel was on his back for most of the round, but he had some pretty decent submission attempts.
3 minutes down, a possible 6 to go. And Ariel Nunez, though he's only got one fight under his tenure, he has been here before where he spent the majority. Nick Smith is a phenomenal wrestler. He spent the majority of that fight off of his back and was still able to find a way to win.
Second round here.
Both guys seem to be very fresh. Neither one seemed to be overly tired. As Alessius Phoenix is ready to signal round 2. Look for Ojukwu to plant and dive under. Ooh, overhead
Ariel
right
looking
just
for
misses.
big punches.
Nice
There's a nice
jab.
jab. Boom, boom.
Oh, and a
swinging.
boom boot. These
They
guys are
swinging.
throwing.
Big knee to the body. He's in on the double.
Ariel Nunez.
Ariel trying to sprawl here. He's got the crotch lock. Lets it go.
Let's go of the crotch lock, and Ojukwu able to find that double leg attempt successful. This time, Ariel Nunez is looking to post up, get that back against the fence, and wall walk up. But he's got to get his hips back. That right knee's got to get out from Ojukwu, and Ojukwu needs to control the hips if he wants to keep this position.
Yeah, I would try to lock up those legs. He's in kind of a half guard here.
Pinning the wrist.
Ariel's going to try to push away, push the head down, try to get his back to the wall. There he goes. He's posting now. Ooh, and Duke was able to, back to the wall. Nunez is posting on the floor, but what he should be doing is posting on the head.
And Ojukwu doing a good job of trapping the feet, too, picking the ankle to stop that post from really being effective. He's got his left hand over the shin.
And what Ariel's doing here, though, is he's really making Duke work.
Absolutely. This is a grueling position to be in for both guys.
Yeah, he's got to get that underhook.
But Ojukwu doesn't have complete control of the hips just yet.
Oh,
Stand
Ariel's
up is
looking to
there if
stand.
Nunez wants it. Ojukwu, though, staying heavy with the pressure.
Yeah, Duke's going to try to take the maybe not.
Back to half guard for Ojukwu. Nunez gets that hip back to defense. Now they're throwing punches in a clinch position.
Look at that. Collar attack punches.
Don Fryak and Takayama.
There's some big punches by Duke.
And he's got that leg pin.
Now he's looking for the back.
Ojukwu with both legs isolating the left leg of Nunez, making it tough to post up and get back to the feet. But
Nunez will not stop working, man.
There's not an ounce of quitting this guy. Always looking to produce offense from no matter where he is in the fight. But that top pressure from Jideofor Ojukwu is scoring bigger points than anything in this fight so far. Two rounds down. Ojukwu finding top position both rounds. Effective ground and pound, but man, when they decide to stand in a phone booth and trade, is that fireworks or what?
Yeah, they were swinging there at the beginning of that round.
I saw a lot of punches land, too many for me to keep track of. Both guys felt it in that phone booth. But does Ariel Nunez have it in him to score another late submission victory off of his back? Because he hasn't had an answer to the takedown attempts, hasn't been able to stuff many of them effectively. Finds himself on the back, can't get back to his feet. What adjustments does he have to make a difference? And what does Jideofor Ojukwu need to do to get a finish here?
Yeah, Duke's got to, he's doing a good job getting his takedowns, but like we saw in that last round, he hasn't really been able to pass Ariel at all. He's been on top of him. He's been able to hold him down, get some short punches. Ariel, man, he's got to stay away from those punches. He's got to get his range off and then throw those punches. When he comes in swinging like that, he gives Duke the opportunity to duck under and get in on a double leg.
That's the consequence of wanting to fight in a phone booth. You can also get taken down very easily in a phone booth. Got to be cognizant of where your hips are. But both of these guys.
Now for Duke, if Duke wants to get that takedown again, I would like to see him try to pass, try to get to a more dominant position.
There's the phone booth again. Left hook lands for Ariel Nunez. There's that underhook now, but Ojukwu right back into that single leg. It doesn't seem to be under the chin, that guillotine. Lets it go. Fighting the wrists now is Nunez, trying to stop this takedown attempt. He's got to do something to try and get an underhook and circle off of that fence if he wants to stop this attempt. Ojukwu just so strong. That physique, just ragdolls that single leg attempt. Finds himself in half guard now, on top for the third round in a row.
Yeah.
But we've seen Nunez here before.
Right, 2 minutes here. This is where Nunez has got to go for that Hail Mary again. And he's got to catch Duke while he's tired.
Got to get back to full guard if he wants.
So this is what Duke needs to do. He's in half mount here, but if he can get to full mount, then he can maybe work for a finish.
That's quite an optimistic way of looking at it. Half mount, not half guard. Glass half full, not half empty. Depending on what position you're in. It's like half mount off the back.
Right.
Yeah, they're just fighting in this half guard position. Nunez with the underhook on the right side, trying to get his hips underneath him, try and scoot his hips out. Ojukwu, though, heavy on top, flattening the shoulders back to the mat, maintaining this position. Full mount. There's the step over for Jideofor Ojukwu, raining down thunderous ground and pound from the top. 3/4 mount. And then opposite side, half guard for Ojukwu as Nunez rolls out of it. Kind of got that right arm scarfed over the side in the gift wrap, though. Terrible position. If Ojukwu can posture up and get that right knee over the left knee, that gift wrap that you only can defend yourself with half an arm, essentially. There, he's trying to posture that knee up with that gift wrap.
Full mount.
That gift wrap position, full mount, isolating the head for ground and pound. Great job rolling out of that from Nunez, but still full mount. As Ojukwu is just raining down ground and pound.
Back.
If he can put some pop into these are kind of, that's it. They stop the fight. Alessius Phoenix has seen enough, and at the amateur ranks, too many unanswered strikes, even though Nunez was covering up and a lot of those were getting taken off the arm and he was still trying to move his hips. At the amateur ranks, you can't let that kind of damage go through. Jideofor Ojukwu, dominant takedowns every single round, dominant ground and pound in the third to close it out and get the TKO stoppage.
Yeah, that exactly what I said. What he needed to do is get past that guard, get into mount, try to finish this guy, and that's exactly what he did.
Absolutely. He had that gift wrap, and then when Ariel Nunez was able to escape that gift wrap, he just stayed relentless with those punches, full mount, outstanding finish for Jideofor Ojukwu against one of the toughest middleweights in Ariel Nunez that New England has to offer.
Yeah, Ariel just proving again, man, this guy is relentless. He's never out of the fight. This guy was constantly working in bad positions and, landing big strikes on the feet. He's one to watch, man, because this guy is tough as nails.
Oh, without a doubt. He showed his skills in the striking department in that fight. Excellent strikes moving backwards. He gets some cage work in him to stop those takedowns against the cage. You know where he's got to work to take himself to that next level, but we know he's got the heart, we know he's got the skill. Can't wait to see him back. Congratulations to Jideofor Ojukwu and a fantastic display of grappling skills. Great win.
As always, we got to give it up for these two, giving it their all for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. 2 minutes, 34 seconds into the third round. Referee Alessius Phoenix called this matchup, giving you your winner, ref stoppage by ground and pound. Give it up for Jideofor, the Duke Ojukwu.